Morning. Welcome to the Energy Pulse. And yeah, today we are starting this new series for Energy Pulse for the Earth, with the Earth for us. Because truly, are we really different? Are we separate from the Earth? Are we separate from anything? Everything is you, and you are everything. So, welcome to the call. And can we have your videos on? And hi, Kanchan. How are you? I think you're attending our call for the first time, and so is Pallavi. Yeah. So can I have your videos on and tell me
Hi,
what
good
do you
morning.
wish to attract today in your life? And if you all are attending the Energy Pulse itself for the first time, let me share a little about that. Energy Pulse are universal. They are not They are not property of any modality, any guru, any particular sect as say. And what do we do in these energy pools? So energy, we talk a lot about energy in various forms. And what is energy? What is energy? Have you ever asked that? It's the life force. It is the life, and I cannot describe it any further because it will take us into a long conversation. There is something that drives everything, and that is what is energy. And it is omnipresent everywhere, in everything, in me, in you all, in every particular item that is there, even in your laptops, even on in your doors, windows, everything that is around you. And energy in itself is abundant. There is abundance of energy on the planet, in the universe. And that includes everything. There is abundance of love, there's abundance of caring, there's abundance of nurturing, there's abundance of horrid things, there's abundance of terrorism, there's abundance of lust, there's abundance of whatever you wish to ask for, money, relationships, travel. So all of these are different forms of energy and everything exists. We denying that a certain energy does not exist doesn't change things. That is one of the things that we talk about when we do even the first day of the BARDS class in Access. And where we actually share that everything is there. Instead of being polarized to only doing the right things or only being in the righteousness, recognize or receive that the opposite of that also exists. And not only the right and the wrong, or the beautiful and the ugly exist, all the shades in between also exist. So when we acknowledge ourselves with only one type of energy, that is the beautiful energy or the contributing energy, and we tend to disacknowledge, or at the same time say that no, I'm not willing to see that there is something which is non-contributing also present on the earth. And now there is a duality within this too. The moment you are in one polarity, the righteousness or the contribution or the good, whatever energy that we are talking about, you have already brought the other one in place. The moment you have decided or chosen one side, you have chosen a side. So the other one automatically exists. Yeah. And that also is your creation. That also is our creation. So the moment we look at that I am going to do this as the right thing to do, you already have the other part, the exact polarity of that existing within you, where you have a desire to receive or be one energy, say energy of kindness or love. There is an opposite energy already existing within you, which you are aware of. The unkindness, the hatred energy, it is existing. And one of the workshops that I attended recently was on non-dual awareness, where one is about um, getting you to know that these two polarities exist, and then being in no point of view about both of them. Not this and not that. Be willing to receive all the shades in between. Yeah. Where we come to non-dual awareness is when we combine both of them, and then both of them actually don't exist. It's a similar thing, but still it's very different. So today, these energy protocols have been actually created for Earth so that we can contribute to Earth. And the moment we say contribute to Earth and we think that Earth is something different of us, we can no more be in the contribution energy at all with you. So Earth is nothing outside of you, Earth is within you. You, the infinite being that you truly be. So has everyone done at least a bard's class here?
Yes.
No? Who's not done it? Alavi's not done. Kanchan, can you come on the call? It's okay, even if you're in pajamas, even if you're looking horrible, it's allowed. So even I sit like that only many times. So don't bother about that. Just
Yes, I'll put on video. Yeah, I've
put
done
on
my
your
bars.
video.
Yeah, I'll put on my bars class. Yes, coming.
Yeah, you've done it. Cool.
Yeah.
So there was one more lady, Nikita, who was to join us. What's her name? I forgot. Just check on the group.
How do I go, Baba?
Anjali. Anjali has not joined us. Gone to sleep or what early morning? That happens first call or maybe anyway. So we were talking about Earth. And the moment we we choose to be the infinite beings that we truly be. Now, what is an infinite being? So we are human beings. Yeah, we know that we are beings, we are human beings. And we actually are the source of every creation that is there in our universe. How is that? Like, often people take credit for things that they create, which are positive in their universe. For example, I created a great family, I created a great business, or I earned so much money. And the things that are not working for them, I didn't create this. This is not my creation. This person is doing this to me, etc., etc. as we step into this journey of so what is Tejas, what's your wife's name?
Pallavi.
Hmm?
Pallavi.
Pallavi. Okay. So sorry. So Pallavi, you must have. Do you have some exposure to other modalities? You understand what we are talking?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
Yeah,
understand.
you do. Cool. So the moment we acknowledge that we are the creators and we are creating everything, even if it's a fight in the family, it's our creation. Even if it's anger, it is our creation. Even if it is something which is unease within the family, it is our creation.
Yeah.
So also the terrorism, the anti humanistic activities are also our creation. So what is happening with the earth today is also our creation. And then the space comes that no, we are the conscious ones, we are creating the good, and there are some unconscious ones who are creating this. So they are also your creation.
Mhm.
Yeah. So how much of consciousness really exists on the planet, and how much of unconsciousness exists on the planet? There's a very wide difference in that. There are very few people who are conscious. But yes, the numbers are changing, whether in India or abroad, the numbers are changing. And when we talk about consciousness, we don't talk about per se spirituality or ritualism or religiousness, because that has nothing to do with consciousness. And many times, consciousness and spirituality, these two words are also used intermingling. Like, in Access, we talk about consciousness. Some other modalities talk about it as spirituality. But what I'm actually bringing you to the difference is being in the righteousness, do the right things, and consciousness or spirituality being doing or being in the space of no judgment, no right and no wrong. Just being willing to see what is, that this is what is happening. So now that we know that we are the creators of literally anything and everything on the planet, and what are we choosing to create here? One, for ourselves, and include every other being on the planet. And how can we do that? So we are a tiny speck, and we are the universe. The entire universe.
Mute, Sunny.
Sorry, I got thrown out, like totally thrown out of the meeting. So even as we began in the morning, there was a lot of frazzled energy on this call. And people who know me earlier, the energy is not like this on these calls. So just close your eyes for 2 minutes while I clear this energy. And even as we are talking about it, there is a lot of, the energies that we are talking about are quite dense. And today we are acknowledging them. So how much are these energies not wishing us to do this call and choose to have more consciousness on the planet? So cool. You can open your eyes and now tell me, is there something specific you wish to work on other than what we are going to do or create for the planet, about working on energies that are not contributing and pushing them out from our system and from the planet? So that is the main things that we are going to talk about all through these days. But anything specific other than that that you wish to have in your universe, any particular energy that you wish to invite into your universe that could be a contribution to you? So the moment you invite certain energies into your universe, you invite it on the planet too. So tell me, what do you wish to choose?
Yesterday, we just took some internal targets of fitness, maybe to look more beautiful, to lose some weight, to be regular in exercising, choose good foods. So all the family members took some targets for themselves. So we would like to do something to make it happen.
They all are doing something together
Yeah.
or each one on their own?
At least we have paired up. Like for meditations, myself and Pallavi, we have started doing it together. Earlier, it was like differently.
So
Now,
this is something, what you brought up is quite basic, yet when we look at it, when I look at it from my perspective, I'll share this.
yeah.
So we all know that no two human beings are same. We are all different. Even twins, when they are born, they are totally different. How can you have similar goals or similar ideologies or the same path for two people?
Right.
The day we recognize this as a couple, and I'm so grateful to you to come on this call as a couple, the way you recognize and acknowledge each other's differences, that day your marriage will be successful.
Understood.
You recognize that my partner is different, not same as me, and you stop trying to work towards doing same things together. What if you can be the space of allowance to each other to let the other person enjoy, and he or she is not the other. It's just a part of you who's enjoying a particular activity. And just allow that person to enjoy that and be that. And there's a lot of detail in this, and there's not much I can say right now on this call, but this is the one thing that I would tell you.
Yeah.
I choose for you what works for me. That is the greatest kindness that you could be, that what you choose for yourself. And yes, include others in your choices. And when we say include others, doesn't mean that you force others to do the same thing that you do. So, for example, if I choose to wake up early morning. So I'm up at 5 today and I did some yoga and everything, and then I'm on this call. I choose to do this for me. And I know that I need certain space in the house. I create that space for myself. I don't disturb the others. I know that at a certain time, another person needs this room or this space. So I adjust my time according to that. So you create for you and include others in your choices. That this is, I am definitely choosing this, and others, I'm not spurning others that you get out of my life. I wish to do this. You can't function that way. We function in total oneness. Until we are not in oneness, we are disconnected with ourselves. What if we could choose us and everyone else around? Cool. So, anyone else, anything else to you? So maybe you all can rework on what you all have planned as workout techniques, tips, etc., for each of you. And this is something that I share even with parents when they try to have when they have two kids, twins or not twins, and they try to set the same rules for both. It doesn't work. It will never work. And for those who don't know me, I am a parenting coach and a children's counselor too. In the past 12 years, I have been doing that. So what is important is identifying the uniqueness of each and every person and allowing or giving them that space to choose what works for them. Cool. Kanchan, do you wish to add something to the energy pool, Nikita?
Uh, I wish to, if you can do energy pulls around, me handling Vibha, Vibha.
I think I already answered you, didn't I?
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know,
and
she's
you
getting
get it.
very difficult.
You'll get it. It's okay. We are not running away, and you're there on the foundation. So you
Yeah,
will receive a lot of awareness around what is happening and where we are going and what things can change. So right now, what if you can just focus on yourself? Because I always tell people that these calls, whether it is the smallest one, like, or the biggest one, in fact, there is no identification or smallest or biggest. Many times, um, I consider energy pulls as the most phenomenal workshop that I do, because we are directly connected to the energy. There are no words, there's nothing. We are just perceiving the energy and calling them in. There's no point of view. And they work
I,
phenomenally. Yeah.
I would like to, I would wish to receive with ease.
You wish to receive with ease
With
everything.
ease, yes.
That yeah,
Yes, everything,
that is
whatever
one of
comes.
the things that we will be asking for. What else does your heart do your hearts really ask for? Anyone else wishes to add anything, or should we just go ahead?
Mehak,
Yeah.
I would, wish to pull healing energy basically,
Can you speak a little louder? I can't hear you.
Healing energy, telling can we pull healing energy for Mother Earth as the need of
Yeah.
the situation? Thank you.
Yeah, we will be doing that definitely.
Right.
So, I have this amazing question for you. What is healing? What is healing?
Healing is something healing, which soothing energy or energy of something undo something basically, or
Yeah, but what? Undo what?
yeah.
These are amazing things that we don't have clarity about. And these first 15, 20 minutes that we talk, that's the purpose of these. Because if I just do the energy pull, I can, there are so many of them on my YouTube channel. And often people say that, this is what you charge for, and then you give it away for free. Because although the energy pulls are there on that, But the crux of it is in this 10-15 minutes that we talk. So, what is healing? Does anyone else wish to say what is healing? What do you know that you're doing? You're doing since some years, some of you. So, what are you doing? Time pass. रोज उठ के कुछ ना कुछ करते हैं. You all must have heard of that, no, from others. Tejas, what are you doing?
It's an act to help somebody soothe out of something. If probably they are out of harmony, it could be anything to do with physical body or whatever it is. We try to get it back so that they function normally.
Okay, they are abnormal and they become normal. Okay. Anyone else?
I think Pallavi wants to say something.
Feelings
Say,
to
Pallavi.
cure something. Healing means, I mean,
What if there was nothing wrong with anyone?
yeah.
What if there was nothing wrong with anyone and this is your perspective or judgment of them that this is thing that is wrong with this and isko mujhe theek karna hai and go to the other full end. What if there was nothing wrong with anyone on the planet? And everyone was just choosing exactly what they were decided they had chose. They were told to or they were guided to.
Is healing also similar to empathy?
Is healing also?
Empathy.
Empathy.
Yeah.
Wow. Empathy is not healing. That is something totally different. Empathy, sympathy, all of this comes from a totally different energy. It's an energy of I am more, you are less. I have this, you don't have it. It's the biggest judgment that a person can do. It is unconsciousness. It is not consciousness. And it's not unrelated to what Pallavi said. And, when she said that cure someone, we think that we are fine, I am good, you're not good. And if I am judging someone that way, then am I really good? Interesting, no? Very interesting. These are very, very deep things which at the surface, we just cannot, even recognize or realize what's happening. When we actually go deeper, 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 deeper. And we realize that, oops, this is the biggest polarity that exists. Today, with the coronavirus thing, how much is everyone into the wrongness of it? Yet, we are able to see today that the earth is smiling. The earth is happier. The birds are thriving. The animals
families are together.
Families are together. When you get out of your house, you breathe fresh air. And like today, there is some noise of vehicles and we can notice. Normally, we don't even notice because there's so much vehicular noise. And today outside my house, there were 2 vehicles going and I was like, oh my, that's too much noise. So much of noise pollution we have created. So is it really good or bad that this has happened or not? And actually, frankly, it's no big thing. Many, almost all doctors are saying that these many people die every year with flu. And CV is nothing else, another type of flu. Can we have you muted, Kita?
Oh,
So coronavirus is just like another flu. It's just that it's being hyped a lot. So what is the right thing about it or the wrong thing about it? Can we come out of the judgment and acknowledge that this is happening? This is happening. And what are we now choosing? This is actually Earth's attempt to bring us, and not only Earth, it is all of us who have been asking for more consciousness on the planet. This is the way the universe is bringing us to it. That you now have to choose. You have no choice. You are at home, locked down. Choose more consciousness. Were you putting in so much time towards yourself earlier? Were you willing to see? It's like you've been put into the big boss house. ये पहले दिन 2 दिन 4 दिन तो मजा आ गया कर लिया सब कुछ 5th day 7th day 10th day we start fighting with each other, we start looking at each other's crap because that is what you're born for. You are constant, you are a healer, you are healing everyone around you constantly. And what is healing? What is healing? Healing is nothing. There is a person or a child who is born with a left hand which doesn't move at birth. The mother takes him around everywhere that no, I wish to heal him, I wish to heal him, I wish to heal him. There is nothing wrong with the child. It's a case that I have done over a period of time. And what I said on the first session, I said on the 10th session, and even when she went for her very high level classes, I told her the same thing. There's nothing wrong with the child. The child has come so that you choose more consciousness. You have employed the child as in the infinite being, beg the child, please come into this lifetime as my child to play this role and force me to choose consciousness because I am an idiot, I'm not choosing it. The moment I enter planet Earth as a human being, I forget that I have to choose consciousness. And I wish to experience this. And there is no learning also. There is no learning. It's just experiential. That the being wishes to experience this. I wish to experience this sort of a life. And we who are choosing more consciousness, we are choosing more of connection with the universe. It's just that we are aware that we are the speck and we are the universe. And we can create magic in our lives. We are just more aware beings. So what is healing? You're coming back to the question. What is healing? Healing is nothing but when you realize that you are the speck and you are the universe and you are the creator. When you bring it in your cognitive awareness and you start functioning from there. Does that connect with all of you? Yeah? Does that answer lots of questions that might be in your head? Will you now be able to see every instance that happens in your life as, stand out of it and see what is happening here? And this will actually answer when you will be able to be present with it and you will be able to look at it from what I just said. You will be able to see every drama, every situation that's happening in your office, at your home, with your children, with your in-laws, with your parents, with friends, at the vegetable vendor, at the, at the airport, at the shops, wherever you are, in any part of the world you are interacting with any person, you will be able to see that situation as this person has got this role and has come to say something to me. And you will be able to see it as just a role play that's happening there, characters playing, and you observing them, that what's happening. So we beings, infinite beings, have actually taken birth to experience, to enjoy different experiences which we have chosen. And while we are experiencing these, we wish to stay connected with ourselves. And if we stay connected, if we are connected to ourselves and we know what we are, we choose to know that we are the infinite beings in every second of our life, then we are healed. Then you don't need any class. Then you don't need anything. Then whatever you will say, it will show up. You will be aware of the present, the past, and the future. All the past lifetimes, all the futures that you are going to see. Because everything will be your creation, which you will be aware of. Actually, everything is your creation. You're just not aware of it, that you have created it and chosen it. You will just be aware of it. That is healing. Not all crap that we talk. खांसी है ठीक करना है, यहाँ दर्द है वो ठीक करना है. Now, how do these pains and all happen? And we are going somewhere else. We are on an energy pool call. This is amazing. So all these aches, pains, all of these happen when we get more and more disconnected from ourselves. We choose more and more unconsciousness and even anti-consciousness when we are not able to be present with ourselves. When we go into polarity and judgment of things and are not able to see things as they are, what is happening here. And in the bars class, we give you these 4 questions. What is this? What can I do about this? Can I change it? If so, how can I change it? Because it's your creation. You can change it also any point of time. But you can change it if you know you can change it. You will not be able to change it unless you know that it's your creation. And I'm so glad for having this conversation, because people who know me know by now that I don't plan my call and come. And it's what you all are asking for. What you all are wishing to hear from me is it comes out of me. And it's a beautiful way of expressing and consolidating the whole thing, which I have never consolidated to. Although I know it, but putting it into words is a totally different energy. And words, when we talk about words, words are secondary. The first language is energy, which we will be doing now on the energy pool. So let's go on the energy pool. Are you all clear? Do you have any questions? Do you all want to say anything before we go on? No? Nikita, no. Tejas and Pallavi? Cool. Pallavi, are you enjoying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have any question?
Mm.
No, not today. Cool. Kanchan? Anchal?
No, please go ahead.
Can you show me your face, Anchal, please? Quiet, not even said a hello. Cool. We are mean people. Don't say hello to us. Let's go on the energy pool. Let me start the recording. And I don't know what is going to show up today. So one of the things that we will be doing is including what you said, heal yourself, work on the planet, said include your wish to create more, receive more for your body, energies, health, etc. We will be doing that. And choosing for you, choosing more awareness. And I don't know how it's going to show up. So just close your eyes and receive. Starting the recording now. I'm going to mute all of you. Don't unmute yourselves. Welcome to the end. Sorry, I'll do it again. I dropped my recorder. Welcome to the energy pulse for planet Earth. We are on day 1. Close your eyes. Be in a comfortable position. Relax your body. You can lie down if you wish, or even stand. An energy pull is a guided meditation, so be present with me while I guide you through it. Take a deep breath. Take a deep, long breath. Right up to your chest, into your tummy, right up to your anus, to your perineum, and breathe out. Take another deep breath, going deeper, deeper, deeper into your tummy, into your pelvic organ, into the perineum. Breathe in and breathe out. Take a third deep breath. Go deeper, deeper, right up to the perineum and breathe out. Put your barriers down as you breathe in. Put your barriers down. Everywhere you have chosen to have these barriers, which do not allow you to connect with each and every being on the planet, each and every element, each and every molecule on the planet. Push these barriers down. Everywhere you're choosing to keep yourself safe, everywhere you're locking yourself up, push these barriers down. These barriers are energetic cages which keep you separated, which keep you locked in, where you're not willing to see what is outside, you're not willing to see what is inside, and not even show what is inside to anyone. So, can we drop all our fears? No one can hurt you. No one can do anything to you. You are a powerful being, extremely powerful. You are the tiny speck in this body, and you are the creator of this entire universe. No one, literally no one, can do anything to you unless you allow that person to do it. Acknowledge what your true power is. And now, please, 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 can we have your barriers down? Choose to be the phenomenal, powerful, omnipotent, omnipresent being that has actually created the entire universe. Choose to be that energy, and with no fear, push your barriers totally down. Push them down, below your stomach, below your pelvic area, below your legs, below your knees, below your ankles and feet, and into the ground. Push them down again, If you sense them coming up, push them down again. And now expand. Start expanding. You, the being that you truly be, have chosen this embodiment, this body. You have chosen this body. Can we now expand and come out of this body? Grow bigger and bigger and bigger. Now the body is inside of you, and we grow more, expand in all directions. Like you inflate, just go on expanding and occupying all the space that is available to you. The entire room that you are in is occupied by you. You are touching the ceiling, the floor, the walls, all of it, all at the same time. If there are other people in the room, you have engulfed them too. They are not separate now. They are inside of you. And grow bigger and bigger and bigger in all directions. Bigger than the building that you live in, the apartment that you live in, the house, the street, the town that you live in, and grow bigger at the speed of space. Now the entire city that you live in is within you. You can be in any part of the city at any point of time. You are so huge. And as you grow, keep on growing, keep breathing right till the perineum and out. Take deep breaths and go on expanding and expanding and expanding. Hundreds of kilometers in all directions. The entire state, the entire country, the entire continent is inside of you now. Grow bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. The entire planet, the oceans, the mountains, the continents, the islands, the deserts, the forests, the lush greenery, all of it is inside of you. All the plants, all the birds, all the animals, all the human beings, everything is inside of you. The birds, the fishes, the farmlands, all of it is inside of you. Now, you are truly the infinite being that you are. Now look at yourself. There are parts of you. Look at yourself, and there are parts of you which are dark, which may be having some energy which is hurting somewhere. There are parts of you where you might see dots, dark dots. Look at them. Just look at them. Don't do anything. Just be present with them. And know that they are a part of you. And now say, This is not me. This is my creation. This is not me. This is only my creation. And be in question. What purpose was this creation for? How did it serve me? And the me is not the you, it is the entire planet, it's the infiniteness that you truly be. And you don't have to respond to this. Don't respond. Just be present with these questions. Ask, what is this? What can I do about this? Can I change it? If so, how can I change it? Just be present. Even if you don't feel like asking the questions, it's okay. Just be present with it. Acknowledge that it exists. You are the creator, the phenomenal creator, who can literally choose to change anything and everything. Is it time now to change everything? So connect with yourself again, the being that you are. Observe the places inside of you that are dark, that are ailing, that are unhappy, that are aching, and start pouring golden light on them. Just start flowing golden light towards those areas. Keep on flowing the golden light to them. And more, and more, and more, and more. Don't stop. Where is the golden light coming from? It's coming from you. You are the infinite being. It's your light. It's your knowingness. It's you. And there is no end to it. There is abundance of it. Just allow that light to expand and cover up all those darker areas. Infuse them. Infuse all those darker areas with your golden light. And as you do that, all the spaces in you, all the places in your body, all the spaces on planet Earth, all the things of unconsciousness on planet Earth, all the things that, all the places where you are choosing unconsciousness within your system, your body, your relationships, your businesses, your parenting systems, your life, the life of the people around you, which is also connected to you, the life of the people in your city, which is also you, the life of the people in the state, which is also you, the country, and the planet, all of which is just you. Infuse all of it with this golden light. Infuse it with this golden light, which is simply changing everything. All the dark spots are slowly diminishing. Vanishing. Continue doing this. Continue sending this golden light till all the dark areas which you perceived are now gleaming with that golden light. Till there is no difference. There is no difference. There is no golden and dark. All is one. Beautiful, loving, caring, nurturing energy. With no point of view of whether it's good or it's bad. It's just energy which has no color, no form, no structure. It is not defined by any person or activity. Just keep flowing that energy till when you see yourself as the infinite being, you only see energy. Yes. Now, can we ask for energies that are contributing to all the beings on the planet to show up for a greater future for all of us? A future where there is everyone thriving. The planet is thriving. The people, the plants, the animals, the oceans, the rivers, the lands, the mountains, everything is thriving. Everyone is connected. There is true oneness. Where there is no separation in our co-creations. Can we ask that future to show up at the speed of space? Can we ask that future to show up at the speed of space? Stay in this energy all day. Continue being in this energy all the time whenever you're present. And have a phenomenal day. If you wish, You can open your eyes if you wish to relax and stay where you are. Stay. Did you enjoy? Yeah. Do you wish to say something? Or should we log off? See you tomorrow.